And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. Doncic looking it over. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And George, here we go. Great D that time from LeBron. Reeves can't hit. Fires the three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Here's Nurkic. Lays it up off the glass.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
With the drive. And finished off by Bailey.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Here's Reeves. Inside. Here's Ayton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
And finished off by Nurkic.
My goodness, his head was above the rim on that one. When he rises up, folks, it almost looks as though he's not human.
He really is the picture of power, isn't he?
No doubt.
Now, here's George. Picked by Markkanen. Down low. And Markkanen throws it down.
And you know what? He's a great player to run the pick and roll with. I mean, he operates really well in that set. And all he needs is a little bit of daylight, and the young fella is golden.
Second team foul.
And the Lakers making a change here.
On the floor for the Lakers, Jackson Hayes.
Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Lakers. A rebound by the Lakers. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Markkanen inside the line. Jump shot is good. Markkanen's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
On the wing, Markkanen takes it inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
First team foul.
And it serves Markkanen well to go on the offensive there. They don't want him sitting back. They want him to drive hard there and attack the basket.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Doncic. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Here's Collier. And it's blocked. Ball stolen. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Love. It could go. And so the first quarter's in the books. Jazz out in front, up 4. After this,
The Lakers. 7.
and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Reeves, that's a two-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. To the inside. Here's Filipowski.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Reeves into the lane. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Kleba. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Off target with the jump hook. Jazz leading by 10. It's stolen. 3-on-3. Takes the 13-footer. And the Lakers with another miss. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Jackson.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hayes has got it back down to single digits for the Lakers. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Hachimura. And a miss there on the triple. Utah leading by 9. Here's Markkanen. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Now Hachimura. Now Doncic. He's got 6. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. Bailey with the ball. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. LeBron James on the wing. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Doncic drops in the layup for 2. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Lauri Markkanen getting it done for the Utah Jazz. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Back to the action in just a minute. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The shot's good on the assist by George. Markkanen's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Jazz. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Great positioning inside from Doncic.
And once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Screen by Nurkic. Here's George. And Utah again with the bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Doncic outside. Ayton a screen. LeBron outside. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Off with the layup. From close range, rebounded by Bailey.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to one shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possession when you have the ball.
Los Angeles.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Doncic outside. Releases. And the Lakers with another miss. Jazz leading by 13. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for Ace Bailey.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that tape.
Lays it up and banks it in. Reeves has got 5.
LeBron James.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's George. There's the drive.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Pass to Reeves. Here's LeBron. Hachimura the screen. The 3 for Doncic. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
So both teams making some changes here. to the paint. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
Basket good.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy. For their teammates.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Rebounded by the Jazz. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Baseline J on the way. Here's Bailey. 6 points for him.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Kevin, back to you.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie. Here's Doncic. Oh, explosive move by Doncic.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
The shot's good.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Doncic outside. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
And George gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Free throw good, James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And so it's Utah. They lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this one.
33.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow.
And staying aggressive on offense. Markkanen's always looking to score the basketball. This guy has really become a refined scorer.
Inside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 5 on the clock. Back to Hayes. Can't cash in from close range. To the inside. 6 feet out. Here's McKyler. Back to Filipowski. And he jams it with authority.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys, come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Back to Doncic. Solid play in the low block, and that one stood. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half. Oh, the slam dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Now, Doncic. Beyond the arc. Nurkic there for the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Doncic for the rebound. Lakers trail by 16. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't get that one. Markkanen. Oh, it's good! What a move!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
And Los Angeles